Hi everyone, my name is Julia Nicholson. Carol Lindsay asked me to pop in here this afternoon at the end of your study, which I hear was a huge success with all your testimonials, and chime in on the joy of sharing essential oils and the blessings of the business. And I am so glad to share this because this is one of the things about doTERRA that I am absolutely so passionate about. I am a walking, living testimony of what it's like to have the blessing of residual income in your life and walking through tragedy with it. So I am so excited to share. When I first got started with doTERRA, it was a little over 5 years ago, almost 6 now, and I was working 5 different jobs. I'd already walked away from corporate America because I knew for my husband and I and my 1-year-old, I was like, what I wanted was to create my own schedule. I was already a holistic health coach then and really getting my practice bigger and bigger, and it was growing. But again, the idea of trading time for money as we wanted to extend our family just wasn't working out too well. So even though I worked for myself and I was the one who decided how many hours and what kind of jobs I was going to have, it still was, I was trading a lot of time for money in that case. And so doTERRA entered the picture when I was looking for some supplements to go along with the program I developed. So I was, again, a health coach. I taught a lot of one-on-ones and group programs. I was the nutrition coach for an NFL cheerleading team, and I was really looking for some quality products. When you find our team specifically that we're a part of, you know when you're looking for something as far as a business or a side business or eventually full-time, when you meet our team, you know that you're in the right place at the right time. And that's exactly how I felt. And I had someone just take me under their wing, and he really taught me a lot about business, and because I already knew the blessings of what I wanted to share as far as health with the world. So I started with doTERRA and I absolutely loved it. I didn't know what I was getting into, didn't know much, but I knew that I had a passion to share with people, and I knew I had the right people that would teach me how to do this. And at that time, you know, you guys, I just wanted to be able to go to the grocery store and be able to buy organic produce and not have to worry about, is organic avocados more expensive than conventional? So it was just the small things in the very beginning. Within 2 years, I'd grown my business to 6-figure income, residual income, which was a huge blessing to both me and my husband. My husband worked a lot. He was a engineer, electrical engineer, and they had lots of layoffs. So he was always worried about constantly, am I going to be laid off? Because they laid off people with 30-year tenures and people with who had just come in, and his job was always up for games, you know, to be let go or eliminated. So I will always remember the day that he looked at me and thought, I'm so grateful that you've built this business because I don't have to fear or be in worry about losing my job. Like, that weight is now lifted, which was a huge blessing to our family. So creating that time and then the financial freedom is what we wanted and loved about doTERRA. Now, what I didn't anticipate as we walked through that journey is that it would give me the time of financial freedom, not just in the good times, but in the really difficult times as well. So my husband and I dated for 5 years, and we were married for 10. And almost 2 years ago, he passed away in a car accident on our way to pick up our 2 kids. We had 2 kids at that time, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. And, you know, I look back now, and one of the greatest blessings I have is doTERRA. Obviously, when something like that happens, you have an immediate loss of an income. Like, I needed time to just hit the pause button and take care of my kids and take care of myself. It was such an incredibly hard journey, and all the things that you never know that you have to deal with, aside from the emotional grief and trauma, but just the everyday practical things that you have to deal with afterwards. I don't see how anyone gets through it with just a couple days, a week, or 2 weeks of bereavement. You really need a lot of time. And because of doTERRA, and because I decided to build a business years before, right, I was able to have that residual income coming in, but I was able to focus on my kids and myself and the healing that needed to happen, along with all the other practical things that had to happen during that time. The other blessings that you don't necessarily anticipate when you're looking at sharing the oils, especially with this group, is the community. So you'll notice that there is something super special about being around like-minded women and men in this group, but they constantly want to lift each other up. And I hadn't experienced that aside from being in the NFL for nearly a decade. I love that atmosphere of being around driven people that wanted to continue to do good and lift each other, not tear each other down. And with doTERRA, that is what I like about our personal team, is the family unit that it is. And again, that trickles down from the executives. Even though it is your own business, you still have your team, and then you still have the executives. And you guys, this company is the real deal. Like, my husband actually passed away while we were at convention. So I was in Utah and he was in Alabama. And I left to go back home. And you guys, after the busiest week of doTERRA's entire year, they took time to send my kids books and write in them, and it was just, and even came to the funeral. I cannot say enough great things from the company all the way to our team down, that it creates a unity of community, and that is so special. So when I think about all the blessings doTERRA's brought into my life, of course, the health aspect I couldn't do without the supplements, and now without the oils, from a physical standpoint, but holy smokes, from an emotional standpoint, like, they have been my lifeline these last year and a half. But with the blessings of the business and the residual income coming in, that it has allowed me to have that time to heal and now to thrive again, you know. Because while I hope that nothing like that ever happens to you, I know life will happen. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing the business opportunity with people, because I know that life will happen. And this gives you an opportunity to make decisions based out of what's best for you and your family, not based out of fear or financial issues. Literally, when my husband was alive, my father-in-law, his stepdad passed away during that time, and I was able to be by my mother-in-law's side. I was able to walk through that with her, help plan everything, and my husband had to go back to work. You know, it's so different having your own business. And again, yeah, it was nice to work up to that, bring it alongside what I was doing. And we help people do that all the time. We help take people, whatever it is that they have now, and then what they want their life to look like in the future, and map out that roadmap of how they want to get there, whether it's just to bring it alongside what they're doing, do a little bit at a time. Like, literally, I have people give me, this is how many hours I have, and this is where I want to be, and we map out that plan. So I just encourage you, if there's even an inkling on your heart that you do want to do this business, I would just encourage you to step into that more, because you never know what a blessing it will be to you. Just like I never knew what a blessing it would be to me 4 years into doing this business. It was literally my lifeline between the financial piece, the community piece, and of course the oils piece, really helping our family walk through that tragedy. So I just want to say congratulations on an amazing week, really walking into this study and learning more about oils and bettering your health. And I am so excited to hopefully meet some of you guys in the future. All right, have a great day.